guys, welcome back to the channel, Yorkshire Crafter. My name's Julie and today we are going to have our Sunday catch up, so Sunday Wip and Chat, and this week I am going to be diamond painting while telling you guys about what I've been up to this week and crafting and things like that. So let's change camera and get into it. So the diamond painting that I am working on this week is from One Day Saving. It is round drill, a 30 by 30. So I'm going to try and lift this up. Oh no, I'll show you guys on here. Actually, hang on a minute. So it is this cat here with the pink drink, so having a nice refreshing drink. So this one is priced at £5, so yeah, definitely head over to One Day Saving and have a look. I will put the link for this painting down below, as well as my 5% discount code. So let's get our first colour out. I have, I think, completed most of the outline now, so I just have the cat in the middle to finish. So I have been working on this for 2 or 3 evenings so far, and I've managed to get the outline for this done. So yeah, sorry if you can hear that outside. That's the ice cream van, the ice cream truck that comes around. And yeah, we've had some really hot weather here recently, and today is no different. So I've got the windows open, hoping for a bit of breeze, even though it's all still air. There's no it is quite windy when you're outside, but I don't know, for some reason there don't seem to be any wind coming through the windows, any breeze to cool it down. So but anyway, yeah, British weather. So let's get into this week. So Monday morning I was sorting out some washing, putting some washing on, and then what else did I do? Yeah, got up, did some washing. When Mark got up, I made his coffee, and then I think I was just sort of, yeah, doing washing and house stuff, and I don't think I did any stitching on Monday morning. I don't think I did anyway, because I didn't write it down. No, I didn't, because Monday Mark had a doctor's appointment, so I went to that with him. So no, there was no stitching. So yeah, once he was up and had his coffee, we were out to his appointment. Everything's okay. He just yeah, just needed to go see them about something. So yeah, we went and did that. So he's okay. So yeah, we went and did that, and then from the doctor's, it's not too far into town where we are, so we walked into town. we just sort of had a bit of a wander around. There wasn't a market or anything on, so we just sort of walked through the town centre, right through to the other side to Asda, because we needed some bits and pieces, some pet stuff and milk and bread and yeah, stuff like that. So we needed to get them bits, and then we got a taxi home. So yeah, when we got in, then we had to put everything away and stuff like that. So by the time we'd done that, it was pet feeding time. So got the pets fed, Ted walked, got back, we were sorting out tea. Tea was chili con carne, so we just put the bolognese sauce from Sunday. We warmed it through, and Mark put some what they call kidney beans. Yeah, kidney beans. Yeah, I'd forgotten the name then. Yeah, put some kidney beans in, warmed it through, and then put some rice on. So we had chili con carne with rice for tea. So we had that. Oh, also that morning I scheduled the live for the Disney Dollhouse before we left, so that was all set up and done. So after tea, when I came up here, I was getting my things organised, getting my cutting mat out and the issue that we were doing, and opening that up and getting the parts out, and yeah, so getting organised for that. So I did that, and then I think I had about an hour and a half, something like that. So I decided to do a bit of stitching, something that, you know, didn't really need the desk, you know, because diamond painting, I have it all set out on my light board, and so I did some stitching while I was watching a little bit of YouTube. And then when it got to about 6:30, I went into StreamYard. I was sorting out my cameras, and Chris came in, and yeah, she was getting organised and things like that. So, and then at 7 o'clock we went live. It was the Disney Dollhouse live. I think it was issue 18. Yes, issue 18. I actually wrote it down this week so I didn't forget. So yeah, it was issue 18 that we'd just done, and it was some carving on one of the dividing walls, so between the Winnie the Pooh room and the frozen hallway. So it's a big long dividing wall, so we'd put wallpaper on one side and wallpaper on the other, and then we had to put the carving along the top of each of those. So that's what we did in that issue. It was more carving. So yeah, we did that, and then after we'd finished the Disney Dollhouse live, there was the Titanic live with Geordie Dave and Dano's Universe. They were doing the Titanic, so we went in and, well, went to watch and moderate, and so we did that, did me and Chris, after we'd finished. Trying to get my next symbol, which is the B one. So then on to Tuesday. So Tuesday the 21st was, yeah, so in the morning I was stitching on Flutter, so the Flutter Oracle Sal. I was stitching some of that, so that's what I did Tuesday morning while finishing off the washing and the bits and bobs from the day before that I needed to catch up with. So I did that, and then for lunch I had a chocolate spread sandwich. So, and then after lunch we were expecting a Asda home delivery, groceries, shopping, and so yeah, after lunch we were all sat watching and waiting for that to come. So I didn't do any stitching. So when that came, they bring it in the big baskets to the door. They don't put it in bags anymore. So yeah, we had to try and quickly get it out the baskets so he could swap and change and then empty. I think we had about 3 or 4 baskets full, so we were scrambling to empty them so he could move the crates and the boxes and all that fun stuff. So yeah, we were putting all that away, and then I think it was about 2 o'clock by then, so I did manage to get some more stitching in before it was pet feeding time. So yeah, I got a bit of that done, and then fed the pets, sorted out Ted, got back, and for tea it was Fray Bentos pies, and it was a new one that had just been released to us. It was the breakfast. You know, they do the tins of the breakfast, you know, sausage and beans and bits like that in it. They've done it in a Fray Bentos pie. So we had that for tea. And then in the evening was the Eddie Stobart build. So I was helping Crafty Chris. I was reading out all the comments and the chat that was coming in. So I did that, and then after the Eddie live, Dano went live. So Dano's Universe, he was doing his Enterprise D build at 8 o'clock. So I was watching that while I was diamond painting. So I was doing a special drill sunflower gnome. So I was doing that while I was watching Dano and his Enterprise build. Then after that I think I just went to bed. Then on to Wednesday. Oops, let me sort out this page, sorry for my arm. So on to Wednesday. So got up, sorted out the pets, did all the washing up, and then when Mark and Jack got up, they went off to town. So Wednesday is town day. Either, you know, Mark and the lads will go, so there'll be Jack and his friend, they'll go and help Mark while I stay at home, or they'll stay at home and I'll go with Mark off to town. So Jack decided he was going to go this week, with Mark, so they went off and did that, and I stayed home. Had a nice relaxing bath, and once I'd done that, did I do any stitching? I didn't write down whether I stitched or not. I might have just been sat in the living room waiting for them to come home, but they were only out a couple of hours or so. I think they went off to town about 10 o'clock. They got the taxi, and then they were home again by 12. So yeah, so when they got back, we were putting all the shopping and everything away. Then for lunch we had a chicken roll sandwich, just the packets of the sliced chicken roll. So we had that for lunch after we'd got organised. Then I was doing, what was I doing? I was just playing on my phone and catching up with stuff, and so yeah, then it got to pet feeding time, did that, and then when I got back, we had Couplands for tea, so it was sausage rolls. Yeah, Mark had his usual sandwich, and we all had sausage rolls and cheese straws. Just sort out this because it's come off. It's come unclipped. There we go, that's better. My arm keeps sticking down here a bit. So yeah, we had Couplands for tea, and then when I came up here in the evening, I decided to stitch a little bit of flutter, just sort of catch up a little bit, because I hadn't stitched as much as what I normally would do in the day. So I brought it up here with me, and I was stitching a little bit on that. Then I was watching a little bit of YouTube, and then I decided to watch a film on Disney Plus, and I watched Get a Clue, and it's with Lindsay Lohan. It's like in a high school setting, and one of their teachers goes missing. So the character that Lindsay Lohan plays and some of her friends decide to like become investigators and try and find out where this teacher's gone, where this teacher's disappeared to. So, but it was really good. It was really good. It was like I said, in a high school setting, so it wasn't anything scary, it wasn't a horror, it was a, you know, more like a teen film, so not scary, like high school age kids. So yeah, not a horror or anything, it's like a high school, yeah, not a horror. But yeah, it was really good. Like I said, it's got Lindsay Lohan in it, so yeah, I did that. So that was Wednesday. Then on to Thursday. So Thursday, oh no, I got distracted then. I was shaking it and not looking. Try and get all these back in now. Ugh, why do I do this? I have never ever ever done that before. I'm all distracted. But it's only a few, luckily, not too many. It's picked up and I'm sticking. Right, so any more? No, one there. So yes, anyway, shake it while I'm looking so I don't get them all over. Right, Z. So, right. Thursday morning I was stitching some of the flutter. I have nearly finished the drop 3. So I've just got a little bit of filling in to do for the dark blue. If you guys have seen my floss tube, you'll have seen, you know, I've got a little bit more of the dark blue in the middle of the butterfly done, and then I just need to do the circle bits in the dark blue from the light blue from the outside. But yeah, if you haven't seen my floss tube, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But never mind. So yes, Thursday morning I was working on flutter while I was sorting out some more washing, pegging some of it out, and yeah, just getting washing done and getting sorted. So I was doing that. Then Thursday lunch, I don't think I had any. I don't think I had any lunch. Mark and Jack decided to go off to town. We desperately needed some dog food. Ted can only have the supermarket brand that we buy, the Asda, because if we just get like a different kind, say for example we get a tin from the local shop of dog food, it really upsets his stomach, and yeah, he can be quite poorly for a few days afterwards. So we've done that once with him, and yeah, he really, it wasn't good. He was, like I said, poorly for quite a few days. So yeah, I've said to Mark, I said, you know, we're not buying the food from the local shop, because yeah, he's a little Jack Russell, so he's got a, I mean, most dogs have a sensitive stomach, but apparently it's known with the breed, they do tend to have really sensitive stomachs, and you can't just suddenly change their food or anything like that. So yeah, we were explaining to a friend of ours, you know, that we'd run out of dog food and we had to buy an emergency tin, and it said no, it's not a good idea. You can't just suddenly do that, especially with a Jack Russell, because this friend of ours has had Jack Russells in the past and still has one currently. So yeah, he said try not to do it, to keep on top of it really. And so yeah, like I said, we desperately needed some more meat, some more food for Ted, so yeah, they decided to go off and do that. Excuse me. They went down into town. They needed to get a few bits from in town because Mark wanted to put up another shelf. So yeah, they called it Asda while they were out and then got the taxi home. So yeah, they did that and sorted that out. So when they got home, we were sorting out and putting stuff away, and yeah, all that to ramble. Then in the afternoon, I was stitching a little bit more on flutter and sorting out more of the washing and folding what had already dried and sorting out putting some more washing out on the line to dry, and because we've been having some glorious weather at the moment, so yeah, being able to get quite a bit of washing dried outside rather than putting the dryer on, because it costs a fortune to run the dryer, as most of you will know. So then for tea, we had a treat. We had some doner meat and chips from the local takeaway, because Oliver has now finished all of his exams. He's finished his GCSEs, so he's got to go back. He's got to go back one more day for school for what they're calling a step down day. So they'll have, so it's just an assembly and to say that they finished high school. So they'll have a last assembly, and then they get given their hoodies, and they get given their yearbooks, and then they get to go around for about an hour or so, signing each other's shirts or signing yearbooks. And but then by about 11:30 they have all got to vacate school grounds, because then they're done. Yeah, so middle of July he's got to go back for this one last day. Like I said, it's called the step down day. So then they've officially finished high school. So yeah, he's just got that to do. So yeah, we have had a bit of a celebratory tea. So we had some doner meat and chips from the local takeaway. So we did that on Thursday for tea. So then after tea, when I came up here, I was getting myself organised for the Congdon quiz. So I was trying to decide what I was going to do. I didn't know whether to diamond paint or stitch, but then I decided on stitching, because Horlicks was going to be doing a quiz. So he had what he's calling all Horlicks's Fortunes. So yeah, remember the old game show, Family Fortunes? So it was a twist on that. He'd found something online. So yeah, we were playing that, and it was really good. You could answer, you know, your thoughts, or as many times as you wanted. You could put different answers in, and then it had different points awarded for different answers. So you had to kind of guess, like the game show, like the top 10 answers, and you got given points and stuff like that. And yeah, when we'd finished and all the points got totted up, it was actually Geordie Dave that won. So yeah, when he was told that he won, he said, oh, that's brilliant. He said, whatever, Horlicks had decided that he was going to award the winner a diamond painting. So he said, so when Geordie Dave said that when it was said that Geordie Dave had won, he said, oh, brilliant, yeah, I can gift it to my wife, to Gillian. If you guys have seen the Congdon quiz, Gillian comes on with us. Sorry, drink of coffee. So yeah, like I said, Geordie Dave won, so he's going to gift his diamond painting to his wife Gillian, which I thought was really sweet. So yeah, that was really good. So it was Horlicks's Fortunes. That was really good. But yeah, it was a really good show. Really enjoyed it, and the feedback we were getting, everybody else really enjoyed it, and yeah, it was good fun. So then after the Congdon quiz, we had a bit of a chat, a bit of a natter, and then yeah, I went off to bed. So that was Thursday. So then on to Friday. So Friday is bedding day, so I sort out our bedding and get it to wash and put fresh bedding on, and yeah, sort all that out. So I was doing that, and then I got a bath. Then after my bath, it was lunchtime. I don't think I had any lunch that day. No, I think I just had a drink, just as a brew for lunch. So yeah, I must have just made a drink and just wanted to get on. And so after I'd made my brew, when I came up here, Mark had his bath, and then I was recording. So I recorded my floss tube. So yeah, I recorded that, and then it was floss tube and whip parade. So mid-year whip parade. I'd been watching some of the YouTubers, and some people had been putting posts on Facebook and Instagram saying that floss tube and whip parade. So yeah, I thought, well, why not dig out my old projects and see what I've got and what I need to work on. And I still haven't officially counted them, but yeah, from there I think I said about 10 or 12 projects. So yeah, I really need to do crack on with them. But in my floss tube, I was mentioning that there was some some new stitch alongs starting. I mentioned 2 or 3. There is going to be a new one on, oh, what group was it? Oracle? Yeah, Oracle Sal. There's going to be a summer themed. A new lady has decided to come on board helping designing the oracles, and she's done a summer themed one. But like it says in the post, that normally the oracle cells you pick your own colours, but this one the colours have already been allocated. The colours had already been assigned to a symbol and what different parts. But it also says in the post you can pick your own colours. You can do, you know, whatever you want, change it up if you want. So I was showing in my floss tube that I'd got some random boxes of floss because a friend of ours was helping with a house clear out, and yeah, one of the people that used to live there was an avid stitcher. So yeah, there was quite a few boxes of threads and flossers, and so I'm just going to pick from that. I'm not going to look at, you know, DMC or worry about, you know, getting the right colours for whatever. I'm just going to pick at random. Well, I'm going to look and see what colour they've suggested for it, and look in the box of floss and try and get as close to that colour as I can. So, but anyway, another one, I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, so I'm going to mention it on here. It's the Stitchonomy Halloween stitch along. So the Stitchonomy stitch along Facebook group, there has been a post there this week for the sign up. So they don't tend to put the stitch alongs in the Facebook group. You have to sign up, you have to email, because then the pattern will get emailed to you. So I actually got the confirmation email this morning. So this morning I got the thank you email saying, you know, thank you for signing up to the Halloween stitch along, and details will be posted soon. Let me find the email. If I can find it. This one. So it says, thank you for joining the 2022 Halloween Sal. So this is, yeah, it's this one. Stitch on Me Halloween 2022 Cabinet of Curiosities. Free cross stitch along. Sign up now via www.stitch-along.com, and it starts on the 17th of September. It says early access to Pattern Club members. So yeah, the free sign up ends on the 3rd of September. Early access to the members is the 10th of September, and then the general release is the 17th of September. So yeah, so that's it there. The Stitch on Me Cabinet of Curiosities. So that's what it's going to be. So I have signed up for that. I also mentioned some others. There's the, oh, what is it now? I've mentioned the Oracle. Then there was, not that one. It was this one, the Fat Quarter Shop, the Boo Crew. They're doing a Halloween one. It's a stitch along and quilt. And the other one was Lakeside Needlecraft. There is going to be a stitch along coming from Doreen Jones. So that's Lakeside Needlecraft, or Lakeside Needlework. Yeah, so go check out all the groups and things and see what you can find. And yeah, if you need any help, then I can always send links. So yeah, my email address is always down below, or if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you know, PM me, DM me. Yeah, I can always help you out if you're struggling to find information. So yeah, I can help you. So yeah, all that to say, Friday afternoon I recorded my floss tube and my whip parade. Then it was pet feeding time and time to walk Ted, so I did that. Then for tea we had tuna pasta. So it was cold pasta with tuna mayonnaise mixed in. So it's always really nice, a really light, refreshing meal in this hot weather we've been having. We've had between 20 and 30 degrees here, and yeah, we're not used to those temperatures. That's degrees Celsius. So today it's 18 degrees, so a lot cooler than it has been. But yeah, I think end of last week, beginning of this week, we hit nearly 30 degrees, and like I said, we're not used to those temperatures, so it was just so still in the air and hot and sticky, and yeah, we're not used to that kind of weather. But yeah, so then in the evening when I came up here, I was finishing sorting out my floss tube. So I was getting it uploaded to YouTube and sorting out the description box, and yeah, then when I'd sorted that out, I released it to you guys. So yeah, you'll have seen it a bit later on. But yeah, I did that, sorted it out. So then on to Saturday, which was yesterday. So I got up in the morning, and Saturday morning tends to be cleaning day. So I got on and did the bathroom. Then there was some more washing to do, more washing to sort out. And then when I'd finished that, it was about 10:30, so I had a little bit of stitching time. So I did a little bit more on Flutter. Then for lunch we had a chicken roll sandwich. Then after lunch, when we got sorted and tidied up, I was helping, well, I did the guinea pig cage, and then I was helping Oliver, helping our youngest, to do the rabbit cage. Then, yeah, by the time we'd finished that, it was actually pet feeding time. So, yeah, the guinea pigs and the rabbit had already had their fresh in the cages, because it was about, I don't know, we just put the fresh in, so we thought, well, there's no point waiting until tea time for them. They may as well have it, so they did. Then, so there was just Ted and our cat, Luke, to give them their tea, and then I went off and walked Ted. Got back, and then I went and sat in the garden and stitched. So if any of you follow me on Facebook, I did post on my Facebook. I put a couple of pictures. We had glorious weather yesterday afternoon, so I sat in the garden and stitched. Then it got to about 3:30, and I said, right, what we're doing about tea? And yeah, our eldest, Jack, and his friend said we're going to do a barbecue. So they surprised us with a barbecue. So we had some sausages, and apparently the night before they'd done some chicken in the oven, which obviously I'd been up here and doing whatever, so I wasn't aware. But yeah, they'd planned a barbecue for tea. They'd already got the bits and pieces from town a few days before. So yeah, they surprised us with the barbecue. They got some beers in, well, lager. And yeah, so we all sat in the garden, had a barbecue, and then we had a couple of drinks and was listening to music and chatting, and so it was a lovely afternoon yesterday. It really was good. I enjoyed myself. So yeah, like I said, I was in the garden already stitching. They surprised us with a barbecue, and then we just chilled for a bit and had a drink, and they'd bought, I think they'd got some cans of Bud Light. They got some cans of Bud Light that they'd been drinking the night before, and there were a few left over. And then they'd also bought a box of Coronas. I think that's lager. So yeah, Coronas. So I kept one of the caps. Corona Extra. But I can't just drink it straight. I can't drink lager or beer or anything without not putting any kind of juice or something in it. So I put some blackcurrant in. So I had a lager and blackcurrant, and yeah. Jack and the lads were giving me a funny look. He said, you gotta drink it straight. I'm like, no, I can't. It's too strong. I can't. I've got to put something in it to, yeah, dim down the flavour a bit, if that's what it. But yeah, so a lager and blackcurrant, and that was really, really nice. I actually had, well, I was getting on to my second bottle, and I could feel myself. I'm like, right here, somebody else have that, I can't have no more. I haven't drunk in such a long time. I really haven't. I hardly ever drink. I might have a drink at like Christmas time or birthday, or, you know, if we go out for a celebration, I might have a drink, but I'm not a big drinker. I never have been. So yeah, got onto my second bottle and I thought, no, I can't have any more. Yeah. I know I'm a lightweight, but never mind. I'm just not a big drinker, it's just not me. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, that was a really, really good evening. So then after we'd sort of wound down the evening, me and Mark sort of came up here to chill out a bit, and I was having a coffee, and I think Mark was doing a little bit of editing and stuff like that, so I just sat in here and I decided to watch a film. So I went and looked on Disney Plus to see what was on, because I was going to watch that film again from the other day in case I'd missed anything or any details. I was going to watch Get a Clue. I was going to watch that again, but I didn't end up doing, because when you've got your account on Disney Plus, sometimes it'll come up with the recommended films, and yeah, Princess Diaries came up as a recommended film for me, so I sat and watched that. I have watched it before, so I was diamond painting while listening, and yeah, watching little bits, and every now and again I'd look up, but yeah, I've seen the film quite a few times before, so I was just kind of listening, and I did know what was going on, so I did that, and then I went off to bed. So then on to this morning, so today being Sunday. So yeah, I woke up a couple of times in the night, and then I woke up again about 5 o'clock this morning. I thought, no, it's Sunday, I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, not on a Sunday. So I jumped back into bed. Well, not, yeah, I got back into bed. I thought, no, I'm not getting up now. And then yeah, I next woke up at 11 o'clock. I'm like, oh, yikes. So yeah, I feel like I've been on catch up all day today. So yeah, normally I would have had the ironing done, I would have had my bath done all before 11. That's usual Sunday for me, but yeah, like I said, I woke up at 5. I thought, no, I'm not getting up yet, so I went back to bed, and then yeah, next thing I knew, it was 11 o'clock. So I'm not doing that again. If I get up at 5, I get up at 5. I'm not going back to bed. But anyway, so yeah, I was got up this morning, I was sorting out the pets, getting washed up, and then I was folding the last bit of washing that we had in the dryer, and then I got on with the ironing. So once I'd done the ironing, there were a little bit of a few items left in the dryer to fold, so I did that. And then I came up here for my bath, got my bath, went back downstairs, and I had some more bits of washing to put on. There were some bits that had piled up, and then there were my bits from my bath, so I put another wash on. And then when I'd done that, then me and Mark got on with Sunday dinner, so I was helping with that. And then so it was spaghetti and meatballs for Sunday dinner, so we had that. And then we got some cookies the other day from the supermarket, so we had some cookies and ice cream for dessert. So plain well, chocolate chip cookies, so we had that with some chocolate chip ice cream, so we had that, and that was nice. And then I made a coffee, and I've come up here to record. So yeah, that's pretty much where we are. So yeah, we're all caught up for this week. So yeah, that is everything. Right, so I am going to quickly change the camera back because I have got a couple of things to show you guys. So yeah, my husband has recently invested in a 3D printer. So you can see this little guy up here. Let me take him off. This is a little 3D printed puppy, a little puppy dog. But yeah, that is so cute. It was a free test print that was part of the programs and like the setup download and things like that. So yeah, he printed that and gifted that to me. So he lives here on my bendy arm for recording. Then also last night he printed this, and this is Piglet. Yeah, we had a little bit of an accident with the ear, so that just goes on the top there like that. But yeah, this is Piglet. He found it on, it was a program on Thingiverse, and yeah, the Piglet that he found, he was trying to explain it to me, but I have no idea, so I'll just tell you what he told me. It was, the size of it was 3.0, and he wanted to make it a little bit bigger. No, it was 2.0, the program that he had, that was to download the free one from Thingiverse, and he wanted to make it a little bit bigger, so he made it 3.0. So I don't know what that means, or what, you know, centimeters, millimeters at. I haven't got a clue. So yeah, he printed that for me last night, and he said it took about 45 minutes to print that. So yeah, I have got a couple of 3D printed gifts from my husband. So yeah, we've got the puppy dog, and now we have the Piglet. But my husband did say with the original program being 2.0 and he was making it into 3.0, that some of the bits and some of the parts may have come out a bit thin and a bit, because as you can see on the ears there, they have come out really thin and quite brittle, and so we think that's why one of the ears broke, because it did come out quite thin as it was printed. But he says because he changed the size of it, so that wasn't, you know, the original size of what it should be. So, but anyway, I'm going to stop jibber-jabbering. So yeah, he's invested in a 3D printer, so he's done some bits and pieces for himself and for other things and stuff, but I'm sure he'll show you and he'll tell you what he's been up to with it. But he has actually put the video of making the dog. So if you head over to my husband's channel, Mark's Mods, you will actually see that dog being printed. So a 3D print of a dog, and he just, yeah, made it a live stream and just left it running. And so yeah, you can go and see it printed if you want. Go and have a watch, and some people find that thing kind of therapeutic, and yeah, watching things like that being done on YouTube. And so yeah, go and have a look, go and check it out. Also, I have had a Amazon delivery. I was telling my husband that I'd been looking at some stitching books, and I was showing him the new release from Emma Congdon, Stitching for the Heart. So I told him to just put, you know, in the search Emma Congdon books, and it actually brought all three up. So Stitching for the Earth, Stitching for the Soul, and Stitching for the Heart. And he's ordered me one. Well, should I say he's ordered me one, but yeah. So this has come today. So Cross Stitch for the Soul by Emma Congdon. So I am going to be doing a separate video for this, but I just thought I would show you guys I've had this delivered today. It came just before I started recording. I was just getting set up, and my husband said Amazon van's outside. So yeah, Cross Stitch for the Soul by Emma Congdon. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a separate flip through video for this book, and this was £5 on Amazon. I think Cross Stitch for the Earth, this one was 5, Cross Stitch for the Earth was around 10, and then the new one, Cross Stitch for the Heart, is currently just under 14. It was £13.95 the other day when we were looking, when we ordered this one. So they kind of go in price. So the Soul was 5, the Earth is 10, and then the Heart, I think the retail price for the new Heart one is about 15. So yeah, you go up as you, yeah, so 5, 10, 15. But yeah, so I'm going to do a separate flip through video for that book that came today. Is there anything else I need to tell you guys about? I don't think there is. No, that is everything. I'm sure that is everything. Yeah, so yeah, that is everything for today, guys. So yeah, I hope you've had a fantastic week. Enjoy what is left of your weekend and have a fantastic week next week. So remember, guys, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Bye, guys.